In today's really quick and fun scrap buster tutorial, we're going to make a phone accessory. This is a really quick sew. It'll take you probably 5 minutes once you've assembled all your materials. We're creating a tether that will work with our phone and our phone case, and it's fairly universal. So whatever type of phone you have or case you have, as long as you've got that charge port at the bottom, we can make a tether to work with it. Once you've got that tether, you can clip it to a wrist strap, crossbody, even a lanyard, or clip it inside your bag. I've assembled all the materials and tools we're going to use in our project today, including a little scrap of quilt cotton cut to 5 inches long by 2.5 inches wide. And I've got a piece of satin ribbon. This is 1/4 inch ribbon cut to 4 inches. I've got a little metal ring, and this is a really sturdy ring that's been soldered nicely. It's a 1/2 inch in diameter, and a 4-inch piece of stitch witchery, which I am going to break in half. We're going to use some fray check as well. For tools, you'll just need your standard sewing implements, your sewing machine, a steam iron. I've got some fabric scissors, some pinking shears, a fabric pen, and a ruler. Our first step today is to take our fabric, and I'm just going to give it a little press, make sure it's all nice and smooth, and I'm going to fold this in half lengthwise and press it again. And now I'm going to fold this piece of fabric in half again with this folded edge at the bottom. And where the two folded edges meet, I'm going to measure with my ruler 1/4 inch. Use my fabric pen to mark that. And now I'm just going to snip off this little 1/4 inch square from the folded edge. When we open this up, you'll see that it makes this rectangular opening there at the bottom. I'm going to give that a little press to erase my pen marks. And now I'm just going to apply some fray check to that and set it aside for a few minutes. Our fray check is dry, and it's time to thread this ring around our satin ribbon. And then I'm going to thread it through our hole in the bottom. Okay, I'm going to make sure these ribbons stay crossed. And I want my ribbon to hang over the folded edge here just a little bit. You know, just 1/8 or 1/4 inch. I'm going to open this up. I'm still holding it in place. I'm going to take our hemming tape and lay that down on top of the ribbon. This is going to add just a little bit of structure to it without adding bulk. It's going to tack that in place really, really well and give it some strength. I'm going to take my steam iron and follow the manufacturer's instructions for the stitch witchery. And that just takes a few seconds to steam in place, and I can test it. That's all nice and secure. And I'm ready to take this to the machine. I'm going to stitch back and forth across the ribbon to reinforce it. And then I'm just going to take a 1/4 inch seam allowance all the way across these 3 sides And we'll come back and use our pinking shear to trim the 3 sides, and it'll be complete. And just like that, our phone tether is done and ready to use. I've got my phone case and my phone here, and I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to slip it right in the bottom of my case, put that ring through the charge port hole, and just tug it slightly. That's going to allow these bottom edges to sort of slant up a bit like that. And now I can put my phone in and install it inside the case like I normally would. Press that in place, only now I have a nice little tether in there. And this is designed so that it doesn't obstruct the charge port at all. You can still charge your phone while that is attached. And whatever you want to connect to that tether, you're ready to connect. My go-to is a wrist strap. And I have a video that shows how to make one of these. I'll link that in the description below. It uses just a simple keychain ring to create one of these, but you can also use specialized hardware, or I really love these combination hardware. This is actually used for bag straps, but this works really well for these as well. And so you have a lot of options when you create a wrist strap. And I'll include some of these things in the description below as well. If you have any questions or suggestions, drop them in the comments below. And if you appreciate this content, please like and subscribe. And as always, until next time, happy sewing.